saying she wants it rare. So, yeah, I liked. Why, hello, YouTube, and welcome back to 31. So yeah, it's the last day of Werewolf Week. I wanted to go out with a howl. So, speaking of howlings, today I am reviewing that, The Howling. Yes, from Joe Dante directed. So this, of course, stars Dee Wallace. So after a bizarre, near-deadly encounter with a serial killer, television newswoman is sent to a remote resort whose residents may not be what they appear to be. And of course, we know at this point they turn out to be werewolves, so Karen and her husband go out there and they soon find strange markings and beastly monsters, and the whole locals turn out to be a gang of werewolves. A pack of them, not a gang. One of those this also includes not just Dee Wallace, but other horror veterans like John Carradine as well. And yeah, so what did I like about this movie? Well, like I said, it had a good cast. It had some good dark storytellings. This came out in 1981. Now, in 1981, 3 werewolf movies came out that year. Them being An American Werewolf in London, The Howling, and Wolfling. I've not seen that one, but I will have to do so at one point, because it was one of the 3 released in that same year. So, yeah, I liked the dark horror. I liked the sauciness, the hot, steamy stuff in there, including one sex scene in the woods where they succumb to the inner beast of their wolf transformation. I also liked the whole werewolf in it, the practical werewolf. These werewolves, again, were stood upright. They had wolf-like heads, had big pointed ears, and stood upright. And they looked practical. They had practical effects, I believe, on the werewolf. Same with the transformation. Yeah, it weren't stop motion like An American Werewolf in London. It looked sort of animatronic, and also the camera kept cutting away as each time they were transforming. But I believe out of the 3 wolf movies that came out in 81, An American Werewolf was probably the most popular. But this one did actually spawn a franchise. We did get a sequel with Christopher Lee, and then we got the 3rd one, Marsupials. After that, I lost track of the series, and I believe they went straight to video, and I think we got 7 Howling movies out of this. But we're talking about the first one. So, yeah. Dee Wallace as well has cemented herself as a horror legend. She's done other content like family-friendly stuff like E.T., which she would star in a year later after this movie came out. So yeah, I like Dee Wallace, leading lady. I also like the ending where she's on the news and she tries to prove that werewolves are real, and she makes her live transformation on the news, and people think it's a hoax. People think it's some stunt, publicity stunt, and of course some kids are like, the news lady's turning into a werewolf. And yeah, of course we think the wolves are defeated, but there's one werewolf that is still remaining, and she is watching the TV from a bar, having a burger cut and saying she wants it rare. So Yeah, I liked our characters in this and our storytelling. It's about an hour and a half, I think. 90 minutes, 91 minutes at the most. And, this film goes by pretty quickly. I gotta say, it does zoom by that quick. It's not that slower paced. Within within like half an hour, the ball gets rolling and we see some werewolf action, and we see some supernatural monsters and howlings. Um, yeah, I liked the storytelling. I believe this was based on a book. It says, yeah, based on a book by Gary Brendner, which I haven't read, but I know it's from 1977. And yeah, do let me know if the book's any interesting and is worth a read. But yeah, it's a good one. It's a good early 80s B movie flick, which I do enjoy. But like I said, if you ask me which is the better of the three, it's definitely An American Werewolf in London, followed by this one, that is greatly done as well, because they go practical with werewolves. They don't rely on CGI or special effects, because back in 1981, computers weren't what they are now. Visuals and that special effects weren't as advanced. I mean, there were special effects around back in those days, that were probably way better. But given the budget this one was probably on, they made what they had work. So, The Howling. Yeah, it does have a few flaws with it and stuff. But I thought it was... I enjoyed it. It was alright. So I will give The Howling... I'll give it 4 stabs. 4 stabs out of 5 for The Howling. So there you go. There is my review on The Howling. Have you seen this one? Let me know what you think down below in the comments. And if you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Share with your friends and feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and to hit that notification bell. I've been Random Ross. This has been 31 day 19. So we're at the end of another week and another theme. So there you go. That's it for Werewolf Week. So you can watch all of this week, our previous 2 weeks as well on the channel, because the playlist is linked in the cards above or on the channel. You can check it out from the beginning if you wish. So yeah, that's it for this week's theme. Usually I do usual content, but it's October. I'm uploading every day a horror movie review in the build up to Halloween. If you know this channel for the last couple of years like you should do, you know that's what that is. Anyway, yeah, tomorrow we start a new week and a new theme, and here is the movies I'm reviewing and its theme. So stick around for it. Yeah. So I'll see you tomorrow, and until then, don't have nightmares.